Let me give you a visual of what we just watched and listened to. Lobotomy, 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 lobotomy. No brain, no brain, no brain. Stupid, stupid. So we all know that podcasts are usually pretty terrible. They're a bunch of idiots with microphones trying to get views. But there's one example of this that I find particularly terrible, and it's this guy named Sean Mike Kelly. What he does is he has guests on his podcast who are maybe the dumbest people to ever walk Earth. And he has them talk about serious subjects like health, politics, conspiracy theories, and it has resulted in some of the dumbest content you or I will ever see. I have to show you this. Let's get started.
Drinking your own period blood now.
I am drinking my own moon blood. It's rich in stem cells, iron, nutrients. It's something
Just a fantastic start we're off to.
that I started back when I was training Tantra in Thailand. And it's a ritual we do. We believe there's power in it. There's stem cells in it. There's iron. There's vitality. And so we don't want to lose that. So for the average person, I'd probably say don't do it. Because people are going to say, oh, it's waste. But no, blood is life, right?
Blood is life. Okay, I'm not falling for vampire propaganda where you say that drinking your own blood that came from down there is good because blood is life. I don't know the medical side of this, but I know she's wrong. And this is just one of the many, many examples of idiots coming on this podcast and saying things like that. Let's take a look at another one.
Established civilization has used urine as a medicine, the elixir of youth.
Okay, I promise not every single one of these is going to have to do with drinking your own fluid, but it was just a coincidence that 2 in a row were like that. So drinking your own pee we're on.
That was what it was all referred to. Yeah, and a sculpture of the fountain of youth is a little boy peeing.
Whoa.
It's purer than your blood. That's why it's more sterile than the blood. It's the purification of the blood, and this is why...
I'm not a doctor, but I was under the understanding that pee is waste coming out of your body. So just because there's a statue of a little boy peeing doesn't mean that you need to be drinking the pee. That is evidence that cannot be used as evidence. Well, those two are pretty bad, but I'm sure we're done having to watch stuff about drinking your own fluids.
Aged urine has got hundreds of millions of stem cells. You get a 64-ounce mason jar and just start peeing in it first thing in the morning and age it a little bit. You got a pool deck in Vegas, go out on your pool deck, get it on the sun. I swear to God, when I put it
Age your urine and go out on the pool deck and drink it.
on my face or when I put it on my body, aches and pains go away. When I put it on my face, my mood lifts.
Wow.
Me, when I'm delusional. So funnily enough, you see how he's got a long beard and gray hair. He's actually 21 years old in this video. No, he's not actually, but I don't think he's actually doing this. I have no idea, A, how this dude finds so many guests like this, but B, if the people who say these things actually practice what they preach. Okay, now we're actually done the whole drinking your own fluids part. Let's take a look. What about exercise? How should we be exercising?
People that go to the gym to exercise, they're actually harming their body. Exercising is
And now we got this joker talking about some exercise is bad for you. Please, I want to hear the logic of this.
bad for you. Your body needs to do one thing and one thing only. Go in there, unlock the genes that make you stronger, that make you more powerful, that make you faster, that make you bigger. Whichever one that you want. You have to unlock them, go in, take care of business, and get the out. People that are exercising, they do nothing.
So you don't lift weights?
I do lift weights, but very heavy weight for a lot of reps. I want to feel the burn. That burn, like I'm dying, that's me unlocking genes that says, you're not strong enough to do this. I will now make you stronger.
No, you're exercising. This is one of the biggest nothing burgers I've ever seen. That's like me being like, I don't eat food. Eating food is bad for you. What you need to do is recharge your body by giving it sustenance, by giving it life. So eating! Okay. We got another one. All right, is there any more exercise advice, please? I need
Who came
more.
up with running being like a good idea?
All right,
Just
running's
do it.
bad.
I did not even connect those dots.
The statistics on the percentage of people that claim to be runners, I think is 50% right now in terms of people being injured. So we're talking about higher percentage than the NFL.
Me, when I just make up numbers, 50% of people who run get injured from it. You're just making it up! Nobody said that ever!
Higher percentage to the NBA. It's not only the running, bro. It's the running with the closed, encapsulated shoes that you don't get the
Yes, one
full
of these barefoot Tarzan types. You're enclosing yourself with your shoes. You're restricting your primal flow.
Display of the toes, right? People are 50, 60 years old having foot problems. So
I thought we were going down a bad path with him saying numbers. I'm glad we didn't go there.
think about it. You have foot problems and then you're trying to do cardio to lose weight. Somewhere along the line, you're going to get injured.
It's a very bold statement with zero evidence to back it up. So we've covered drinking our own fluids. We know not to exercise or run. What about entertainment? How should we be entertained?
I'm totally against watching sports. Football, you're watching grown men play a child's game, and you're cheering like the outcome of this game means anything. Oh, that's my team. If they win, that means something. It's a joke. A lot of guys have no power in their own life, and they see a football team as representing themselves.
Wait till this guy discovers the concept of having fun. You imagine you're at like a Super Bowl party and everybody's cheering, yeah, football, yeah, and or whatever they do at Super Bowl parties, and this guy comes in, actually, you are enjoying another man's success? That is not alpha of you? Like, it must be a character, right? It must be an act, it must be rage bait. I want to think that that's the case, but there are so many of these people, it can't all be a joke. Are you kidding me? Oh, wow, okay, alright, moving on.
We definitely need to reevaluate speed limits. They were designed for cars in the 1960s. If you took a 1960s Chevy car today to the speed limit, you'd probably be scared.
You'd be shaking.
Right? Like, you're like, oh my God, we're going 70 in this thing, you know? It's like shaking like crazy. But today, a Hyundai with 300 horsepower could do 130 on cruise control, and it's ultra safe, and it's super chill, and it's very stable.
Yeah, they need to make them, I think, 100.
I think 100 would be reasonable, even like 125, right? On some.
Let me give you a visual of what we just watched and listened to. Lobotomy, no brain, stupid. That's exactly what just happened, because why are we getting on a podcast with glasses, 40-year-old man talking about we need to raise the speed limit to 125 miles an hour? No. Oh, here, that's flawless logic. Well, cars are a lot safer now and they can go a lot faster. So let's all go faster. Oh my gosh, my head hurts from pounding it for that joke. That was not worth it at all. Oh, while we're at this midpoint and my head's trying to recover, I'd like to thank today's sponsor, me. Yes, it's me again. I stream every weekday on Twitch. Orange Peanut is live. Or Orange Peanut is live, whichever way you read, left to right, right to left. I stream every weekday. Orange Peanut is live. You should totally follow it. Anyway.
A woman actually can do deep throating with her partner's lingam. That actually can heal trauma.
Wow.
It can
If a lady calls my thing a lingam, I'm leaving.
release untrapped emotions.
Yeah, it'll release something that's untrapped, but I don't think it's going to be emotions.
The unsuppressed desires and emotional release that can happen in deep throating is immense. If a woman is suppressing her voice, her needs, her desires, that there's a spot right here in the throat chakra. This is where the throat chakra sits. When you deep throat, that gets activated.
Girl, I think you're just trying to justify horror activities. Yeah, I have deep-throated 4,000 men because I am trying to release their trauma. Yes, their trauma I want to release. Definitely not something else. No! Are you being serious? Or are you joking? I don't know. I can't tell.
If you've met these women who are kind of these all the time and they're just kind of like masculine, kind of like stressed, anal for them is actually really good because Apanavayu is like a downward moving energy. I don't know if you're familiar with it. No. When you have anal, it kind of like pushes that.
Is this gonna turn into like a new method for guys asking for head? Like, hey, Shardy, I have some blocked chakra in between my gooch and my tip. Could you mind unblocking my chakra? Like, no. You're making this up! This isn't real! I wish this was rage bait, but there's so many of them. There's been like 10 people already, and we're not even done!
We don't come from monkeys or chimpanzees or apes.
Evolution's not real. Fuck you, Darwin. Let's see what this guy has to say.
This is the biggest lie that the cabal has been pushing. Humans are actually descending from higher dimensions. This might sound controversial, but the original humans were actually created here on this planet 560 million years ago, when this planet was still operating in a higher dimension. The original Anunnaki evolved from a planet that was revolving around the Sirius B star system. They were actually created as guardians. The original Anunnaki were good. They were known as the Anuhasi. And then you have the negative Anunnaki that were part human and part reptilian. That's very similar to Star Wars, right? The Sith Lords are the reptilians or the Draconians. The Jedi came from Sirius. That is
What the hell are you talking about? This was like a 30-second video. I understood 0 words. You had me in the beginning. Okay, evolution's not real. Sure, I guess. And we came from Sirius B and, oh yeah, the Anunnakis, the light and the dark. So like Star Wars, because the light and the force. I think he's on ayahuasca or something. Why would you say that?
Barron Trump is also a human Pleiadian, which is an extraterrestrial.
I'm getting fucking sick of this shit. Barron Trump is a time traveler. Sure.
Hybrid who comes from the future and is here to play a key role once the Earth is liberated from the Cabal as a starseed in collaboration with other starseeds. It is believed that Barron Trump is going to be a leader in the New World. There have been 2 books that were written in the late 1800s where they show that Barron actually went back to 1881 and...
No, that didn't happen. You're just making that up. Why would you say that? How do you come up with that? I gotta finish this video or I'm gonna have a damn heart attack. We got one more and then I'll have my closing thoughts and let's end on a good one, please.
+1 equals 3. 1 + 1 equals 3. You and me? I want you to stand on that. Listen, the baby is born. It's a man and a woman. They come together. The baby is born. How many is that? That's 3. But it was 1 woman and 1 man. +1.
Oh, 1 + 1 equals 3. Oh, so like if you had 1 idiot, 1 microphone, you get 3 times I want to pop myself in the back of the head after watching this. Why would... I need to stop. I need to calm down and relax. So let me get to the actual part of this that kind of, ruffles my feathers. I know all of this was kind of silly subjects like drinking your own pee, need to increase the speed limit, but the other half of the Sean Mike Kelly podcast clips, they're talking about real shit like religion, politics, stuff like that. And I looked at the comments. I wish I should have, gotten a visual reference. But the comments when they talk about the actual stuff, same idiots, by the way. All the comments are like, oh, this is so deep. Oh, this is so true. And I'm like, how? How can you take a single thing of this seriously? Like, we need like a bar above people's heads to signify if it's real or satire. It's all terrible. I hope you enjoyed me crashing out to it, because I'm going to go turn the camera off and keep crashing out. Anyway, have a good day, everybody. Bye. Drink your own pee.
Orange Peanut wants you to subscribe because he needs more money.